So today is another day for a challenge. I want you to join me and take on the challenge of boosting your English learning using 10 proven productivity hacks. We're going to see how much you can improve in just 1 week. So why? We've all been there when learning our second or third or fourth language. In this case, we're talking about English, and we feel stuck. We feel demotivated. We're not really 100% sure how to take our skills to the next level. But what if I told you there are some clever tricks and strategies that can help you supercharge your English learning journey? This video lesson will explore 10 productivity hacks to help you maximize your study time, stay focused, and see real progress in your language learning skills. Now, from setting goals to using language learning apps, we'll dive into this world of productivity, the techniques of productivity. And these are the ones that will take you on your English learning journey to new heights. So if you're ready to transform your language learning journey, keep watching. And don't forget, get that pad and paper, start taking notes, because we are ready to get started. The first hack, the power of goal setting. Now, some of you might groan, oh, goal setting, goal setting. Well, the truth is, people that have written goals do better. There's no secret about it. There's plenty of evidence to point to that. In general, they do better. So having clear goals helps you create a sense of accountability. When you know what you're working towards, you'll be more likely to stick to your study routine. Make the sacrifices you need and push through the challenges that can hold you back. Setting goals is about achieving a specific outcome and, of course, the journey itself. You can track your progress, you can celebrate successes, and adjust your strategy with a clear roadmap. So take some time to think about what you want to achieve in your English learning journey. What are your goals? What steps can you take to get there? So I already mentioned I want you to show improvement in 1 week. But from a personal perspective, you might want to take a 30-day, a 90-day, a 180-day, or a 1-year goal. I've got a lot of information in my lessons on my channel about this, right? Being organized to do just that. So just remember, you want to get very clear on where you're going and why you're going there. Hack number 2, language learning apps. All right, this is going to help you. If you're a busy working professional, busy student, if you've got a life that doesn't allow you always to sort of sit still for hours and just study, right? Which is most of us. These apps offer a structured approach to learning, but a convenient approach, which is essential for making progress. They also provide a sense of accountability, as many apps track your progress, offer rewards, and even connect you with other learners. They not only keep you motivated, but they help you stay on track. So language learning apps, they cater to different learning styles, from grammar exercises to conversational practice. So just some of the ones that you may know offhand: Duolingo, Babbel, Rosetta Stone. These are just a few of the examples. Do your own research, and you might come up with some different ones that work better for you, but certainly do it. I just mentioned these 3 because they're very popular and they're well known and they've shown results. But the key here is, by incorporating language learning apps into your routine, you'll be able to practice consistently, build your momentum, and see real progress in your language skills. Hack number 3, Immersion. This is a powerful way to learn any language. I can tell you from personal experience, it boosted my language learning in one of the languages that I study. It's just no comparison to when I was studying on my own and versus when I was immersed in the language and the culture. But English is no exception. When you surround yourself with the language, you'll pick up new vocabulary, grammar, and phrases without realizing. And if you can't travel to another country, there are ways, and once again, they're in my videos and they're going to be in some of the texts that you study, things of this nature, where you can surround yourself with the language more than you are already. Depending on where you are, simply putting yellow stickies and tags on everything in the kitchen, everything in the bedroom, everything in the bathroom, right, allows you to have a certain amount of surrounded by the language going on. So, but one of the best ways to immerse yourself in English is through media. Listen to podcasts, watch TV shows or movies, read books or articles, and of course, uh, partake in video lessons like this. This will expose you more to the language, and the more you're exposed, the faster you'll improve. Hack number 4, create a dedicated study space. So if you're in a cramped space and you don't have a separate room and things like this, just make sure that you have something that qualifies as this is my study space. That may be a corner where you can open your laptop or look at your netbook or iPad or stare at your smartphone. And that's your space for that particular period of time. But if you have a separate room, fine. Now, the benefit is with a dedicated space, you can focus more easily, avoid distractions, and create the routine we've been talking about that you want to build that works for you. So just think about it for a moment. When trying to study in a cluttered or noisy environment, it's easy to get sidetracked or lose motivation. But with a quiet, organized space, you can stay focused and maximize your study time. For instance, even when you if you have to leave the house or your apartment, many people they like to go to coffee shops. I don't. Now, if I do go to a coffee shop, it's one that's not very busy. I can have coffee sit off to myself towards the back or away from the counter and such, and focus in. But I find it distracting, people ordering various types of coffee, something to eat, running to the bathroom. So I'm very careful about the space that I use. And there are many spaces in malls and areas like this that are also designated as co-working, so they're dramatically less noisy than the regular mall area. So you'll be able to find these spaces if you have to leave the house. Now, if you're finding this information helpful so far, please give us a like. Thank you. Hack number 5, establish a regular study routine. So if you're going to study 3 days a week, 2 days a week, 2 days, in my opinion, you should try and study at least a minimum of 3 days, but your schedule will depend. Or up maybe as many as 5 or 6 days per week. But make that your routine. A regular study routine is essential for progressing in your English learning journey. When you study consistently, you'll be able to build that momentum we're talking about. You'll be able to reinforce new skills, see real progress, which will motivate you even more to do more and stay consistent. So consistency is key to building habits that drive long-term progress. So set aside a specific time each day or week to focus on your English learning. And if for some reason a particular week you're sort of off the routine because of work or some other activity that interferes, then that's okay. Do what you can and then get back on the routine the following week. Now, don't consider routines dull or rigid. Actually, it's the opposite. When you have a routine, you're able to relax, You're going to know when you're making progress, and you'll have more time and energy for the other things in your life that you enjoy. Hack number 6, flashcards. Now, these are a simple yet powerful tool for building vocabulary. By creating physical or digital flashcards, you can reinforce new words, phrases, and grammar rules in a fun and engaging way. I'm a particular fan, even though I have flashcards and use them, I like listening to videos of vocabulary. I know that sounds boring, but I will listen to them not repeatedly in the same day, but repeatedly over time, because as I listen to them, the more I listen to them, each time I pick up a phrase or a word that I add to my vocabulary, and I'm also listening to the languages that I'm focused on. So I'm listening, I'm memorizing, and I'm repeating. Right. Same thing with the flashcards. The same approach. Do what works for you, but you can certainly utilize flashcards for vocabulary building. Now, you can use apps like Anki or Quizlet to create your own flashcards. You don't have to buy someone else's. And remember, the benefit of the flashcards is they help you associate words with meanings, and the more you practice, the more likely you are to remember. Hack number 7, practice with native speakers. What can I say? This is the best of them all in many regards, as long as you're doing some of the other behind the scenes homework in terms of learning your vocabulary and grammar. But one of the best ways to improve your conversational skills is to speak with a native speaker or language exchange partners. Now, this might seem a little overwhelming, a little daunting, is a word that we also use in English. But trust me, it's the fastest way. You pick up so much when you're interacting with someone, especially when they correct you. There's something about the brain that says, oh, I got that wrong. Oh, don't want to do that again. And the next thing you know, you've added that phrase or word to your language. So when you speak with native speakers, you're going to pick up new vocabulary, new phrases, and grammar rules and context. Just as if you're listening to this video, it's not as powerful as speaking with native speakers and learning. Obviously, these video lessons are another tool, but the more you listen to them, the more you will pick something up. And you also get a feel for how to use the language in real life situations. So, and you can also find language exchange partners online or in person. So look for these online communities, language exchange apps, or local conversation groups. Hack number 8, track your progress. Tracking your progress is essential. This will keep you motivated. You're going to see real progress. Remember, if you're consistent with your routine, you're going to be showing progress regularly. And other people will notice the progress and comment. This will reinforce you motivation to stay consistent and to continue to grow. It also allows you to identify improvement areas. None of us are perfect. Language is a journey. Even native speakers of a language have to study the language to grow. So it will allow you to identify improvement areas, celebrate successes, and adjust your strategy as needed. You can certainly use a journal, a habit tracker. All of these things are online tools and apps. All right. But most importantly, use something and celebrate your progress and your wins. Hack number 9, study group or online community. This can be a game changer for language learning. Surrounding yourself with like-minded learners provides support, encouragement, and a sense of accountability. You can find these online communities on social media, language learning forums, or online groups. If you're involved in language learning, you know how to find these types of groups. But you want to find one dedicated to language learners, especially the ones that are learning the language that you're looking to learn. And our last hack is gamify your learning experience. What do I mean? Gamification is a very powerful way to make language learning more engaging and fun. Turn your study sessions into games, challenges, or competitions. This allows you to stay motivated. Once again, build momentum. You notice I kept repeating stay motivated. When you're studying, you want to stay motivated. Just doing it and just suffering through it, you get less out of that. So this is why something like gamification, which, and if you're a gamer, this is going to be a welcome change for you, right? But it helps you to stay motivated, build your momentum, and make the process dramatically more enjoyable. Now, you can gamify your language or your language learning by setting challenges for yourself. Create rewards for meeting certain goals, or even competing with friends or language partners. Right? So set challenge, use apps. There are apps for this. So you want to do a little homework online looking for apps that you can gamify language learning platforms. All right. So you want to use apps so you can try to gamify your language learning, and there are language learning platforms that use this approach. So don't just use one hack, combine hacks. So pick out two or three or four, depending on your time and your energy, that you can combine that work for you, your schedule, and your lifestyle. Right? That could be mobile, that could be social, that could be organized study, or it could be something else, but make sure that it works for you. Next, measure your improvement. 1 week. So I started this by saying you want to see your progress in 1 week. So do a 1 week challenge for yourself. But also, after you exceed this 1 week challenge, because you're going to blow this out of the water, as we like to say in English, what you should do then is make a longer challenge, because now you understand how you can go about setting a challenge and progress through it. So incorporate these 10 productivity hacks into your English learning routine. And you're going to be amazed at how you improve quickly. Remember, setting goals, gamification, all of these things are going to work for you. But please let us know which of these hacks resonated with you the most. Let me know in the comments below. Right? And certainly you want to continue to watch more of video lessons so that you can gather in more language learning, the strategies and such. Like, as I said, I have other videos on productivity aimed at learning your language. Okay, so the next steps in your language learning journey: choose your hacks, implement them, uh, reflect and adjust over whatever period of time or times that you choose, and continue learning. That's it for this lesson. Please do like and subscribe. We are here to help you, and we want to make sure that you know when the information is coming. Uh, so like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you the next time as we continue our language learning journey together. Take care, everyone.